Squirrels and Robots, episode 56. And so it begins. GameStop, man! It's been madness! Madness! Yep, as of this recording, for those who are keeping up with the Reddit run on GameStop, it does seem to be continuing as hedge funds keep losing money with short selling. If it sounds complex, it's not. Look into it. It's fascinating stuff. The stocks at their high were $400. Now, not so much. Sadness sets in! Sadness! Yeah, mate. And the stock prices were insane. I'd really have a hard time not selling, Yeah, I get the screw over the hedge funds mentality, but wow. Some of these folks have life-changing amounts of money right now, or at least they did. And I am really surprised they're not just like, screw it, sell. They're all like, yo, I'm holding, hold. But why? Why? There's also all sorts of these shenanigans and misinformation going on out there, like, oh, Reddit is all about silver now, but they weren't, and you had finance apps limiting purchases of certain stocks, all the while claiming some sort of clearinghouse capital issues. What is happening? It's insane. The news articles and the clickbait, it's just a madness. They're making a movie. Yeah, the more you look into it, the more you see how corrupt everything has become. How can people make money borrowing shares and hoping they drop in price? Like what? Yeah, it's just, whatever. I bought stock in a medicinal growing company for $75. What? You heard me. There was a stock out there mentioned numerous times during the GameStop Nokia AMC tweets, and after doing some research, I looked into it. And they are a medicinals growing company who, by all accounts, are undervalued. So I said, shoe buckles to your face! And bought 100 shares at 75 cents each. You spent $75 on pot growers? Yes. Why am I not surprised? Actually, that's probably pretty brilliant, You know how they always say, never gamble more than you can afford to lose? $75, that's like 4 sandwiches and some sodas, trip to the movies even. Why not? Yeah, well, if it goes up to $400 a share like GameStop did, then I'll be impressed, okay? Until then, stop buying pot stocks. What is wrong with you?
Oddly, a medicinal pharmaceutical company is a sound investment. As most states in America inevitably legalize the use of said substance, the stock has a potential growth well beyond the initial investment.
Don't encourage him!
Just saying. And this is not investment advice in any way, shape, or form. Gamble at your own risk.
I also bought 100,000 shares of a coffee company. What? Oh my God! We're broke! We have 100,000 shares! Are you mad? No worries, for the shares were less than a penny. I bought 100,000 shares for $90. What? Listen. So, if it gets to 10 cents and I sell, that's $10,000, 20 cents, $20,000, and so on. It's a large amount of stock that only needs to move very little to be profitable. And if not, what can I do with $90? Buy medicinals? Not the good kind, so not a big lose. All right, fine, okay. $90, not a big deal. You're already into the stock market for $165. Personally, I would have rather taken that money and bought my baby metal Blu-rays that I need to complete my collection, but Do not question the action of the wolf squirrel of Wall Street. Grr.
Honestly, that is a minimal risk investment. For less than $100, you can own 100,000 shares of a company. Conceivably, with that many shares, a small jump in price could generate life-changing income.
Yeah, again, I'll be impressed if we even make $20 in profit, okay? If I sell now, I can make $30. So poop on your face, all smeared into your eyeballs. Now your eyes are pink. Pink with poo. Whatever, moving on. Mass Effect is finally getting a remastered collection. They rolled out the trailer for it this week. Looks pretty sweet. Should be released in May, so hopefully it won't be a mess of crap. Mass Effect, probably one of the last few good AAA titles to be made, Yeah, back then the game had to be good on its own rather than some slapped-together, tacked-on narrative within a battle royale. Multiplayer wasn't even a real concern then. Probably why games then were good, and now are poopy button mashes for rage workouts. Yeah, you didn't have to worry about loot crates, paywalls, and a ton of DLC. And if there was DLC, it was usually pretty good. Unless it was horse armor. Fair enough. But speaking of remasters, Spaceballs is getting the 4K treatment. You mean Spaceballs? The Spaceballs, Mel Brooks and all that? Maida Schwartz be with you? Yes, as if there's another Spaceballs. Well, there is actually, but it's kind of a mature parody of Star Wars, kind of having to do with ladies and space and, balls. Why am I not surprised that you know that? Anyway, Spaceballs 4K, and another movie, Battle Royale, is also getting a 4K release. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that's going to be on my wish list. Dude, it's like a huge, limited edition box set for some reason. Oh, come on, man. That's going to be expensive then. Yep, usually is. Let's see. Disney is making a Willow series for some reason. Willow? Come on. Can we please get some new material? Please, man. God. Yeah, I swear, Disney Plus has just become the nostalgia channel for boomers. Like, I had a free trial and I looked at everything they had. And you know what? I was interested in none of it. Because I'm bored with these worlds. I don't need more Star Wars. I don't need more superheroes. I don't need live-action remakes of cartoons I never liked in the first place. And I don't need an entire dragged-out series based on B characters of blockbuster films. Stop that! And speaking of dragging things out, HBO is allegedly making a Harry Potter series, which we don't need. Wow, it really is just franchise after franchise being reused. It's like they bank on nostalgia and people are all like, oh, I remember, it's great. And, it's just sad, mate. It's just sad. Yeah, someone equated Disney Plus to being like the member berries of streaming services. I mean, at least Netflix is taking a chance here and there, Oh, and remember when we were talking about Western properties getting an anime overhaul because, anime is popular now? Yeah. Well, apparently Netflix allegedly wants to make an anime series for Tomb Raider and King Kong, which, frankly, tells you who's gonna win that Godzilla vs. King Kong movie. Kong can't win. Godzilla would make him a toasty monkey steak. Well, I don't think Netflix is gonna invest in a series about the loser, right? Either that, or it's gonna be one of those things where the two monsters are fighting, but then there's this cliched, larger threat they must both work together to defeat, begrudgingly putting their differences aside and inevitably going their separate ways at the end after overcoming said threat. I hate that! Oi, can we just have an actual versus movie where one character just gets wrecked? I mean, Batman vs. Superman was all like, oh, do you bleed? But inevitably it was all like, yeah, we need to be friends and beat this other insanely dangerous thing. It's just cliched bullocks, it is. Right. Junk trash! Batman vs. Superman was fun. I liked it.
Ugh.
Right, getting back to Potter, right? Like, how would that series work? I mean, first couple of books and films are alright, but then it just got like, oh, I don't care! Voldemort, just kill them all, please! They're all whiny and complaining, and it's just like, oh, Harry, shut up, please! Isn't there a spell to move things along? Like, haste this rapid doso or something, please! Move these films along, it's so tight! Oh my god. Yeah, much like all these other franchises, I'm just kind of opting out, frankly. They've already run these things into the ground, Speaking of which, we have the first episode of a new series coming out soon. Oi, two things. Why are we doing another series? And am I in it? I think an alt series is just different and something we've wanted to do for a really long time. The current series was supposed to be something different, but as usual, Jermaine kind of bogged that down with her emotional BS. So, the new series is going to have very little, if any, Jermaine. Yes, it is hard to have fun when a person is crying in your ear 24 hours a day. So we said, put a cork in it, okay? And get your life sorted out. For we care not for the gloomy laments of a slow-cooked meal. It's dinner time, and we have clearly stuck a fork in you, because you're done. Exactly. Once the first few episodes are out there setting the environment and tone, we can hopefully just have some fun, finally. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see that. Jermaine is always kind of a Debbie Downer, as it were, that always whining and whatnot. Yeah, dude, if 20 years of sagely advice can't fix her, done. I did my time. Oh, we have to make sure we pack our toaster. I want to make sure my muffins cook into meats. Right. And the other question, am I in the new series? Like I said, we'll see. We haven't gotten that far. I'm not going to stress, especially when I have no idea where Hatta is. Where the hell is Hatta? I think he's been exiled to stereotype limbo for the time being, until society rediscovers their sense of humor. Crap. He's gonna be there forever. Floating in space, not like Superman's enemies. He's like the General Zod of Squirrels now. Oh, I should probably take him off the podcast artwork then. I'll get the eraser. Well, whatever. Society still sucks, content is just a rerun, and all we can hope for is a decent remaster of stuff that was actually good at some point. Now, speaking of good things, when are we going to get the original versions of the original Star Wars films released? When? Probably never, which makes no sense. Having to watch the despecialized versions is just insane. Yes, folks, people hated the special editions of Star Wars so much, they went back and tried to put together original versions from Laserdisc sources, okay? Lucas, you know you did something wrong when your fans have to do that. You know, I don't think he has, mate. He's like bathing in money. Oh, speaking of which, I need to check my stocks. Let us see if my little seeds have grown into a giant tree of I can retire! Is red a bad color? Not if you're Reddit. Hold! Hold!
Honestly, the stock prices have not been favorable this week. Alas, the dream seems to be dead.
Here's the thing with Reddit. It's not about the profit, it's about the message.
Since when?
Whatever. Folks out there wildly investing, be careful. Never put in more money than you can afford to lose. That goes for casinos, that goes for stocks, and pretty much any other aspect of life. Be well, stay safe, spread the word of Foamy, and invest heavily in recreational pharmaceuticals, and support us on Patreon so we can invest in recreational pharmaceuticals.
Please do not take financial advice from a cartoon squirrel. That is silly.
Your mom is silly.
Yeah, that doesn't work.